International Sax Awards are special prizes we give every year here in Andorra la Vella as part of the Andorra Sax Festival. The goal of these awards is to say thank you and to show respect to some of the most important people in the saxophone world. These are musicians with amazing talent who have played on international stages and who also show strong values that inspire all of us. They are not only great artists, they are true examples for our community. So now, we are delighted to present this year's International Sax Awards to the following artists. In the history of the saxophone, a few ensembles have helped shape the way we listen to our instrument. The Aurelia Saxophone Quartet is certainly one of them. For more than 3 decades, the Aurelia Quartet was one of the most respected and influential saxophone quartets in the world. From its beginnings in Amsterdam, the ensemble built an international career, performing on many stages and becoming a reference for saxophonists everywhere. One of the great contributions of the Aurelia Quartet was its vision of the saxophone quartet as a true chamber music ensemble. They brought the spirit of the great string quartets to our instrument, performing and recording music with the same artistic seriousness and depth. Their interpretations showed that the saxophone quartet could stand proudly alongside the great traditions of chamber music. At the same time, they helped expand the repertoire of our instrument. Through new works, creative transcriptions, and many recordings, they opened new paths and inspired many of the quartets that came after them. For many saxophonists, listening to the Aurelia Quartet was a moment of discovery. Their sound, their musical intelligence, and their commitment to ensemble playing set a standard that continues to influence our community today. Tonight, we recognize this remarkable journey and the lasting impact of the Aurelia Saxophone Quartet. It's a great honor for Andorra SAXFEST to present them with the Career Award. And now, Arno, Fenke, we warmly invite you to come to the stage to receive this award on behalf of all the colleagues who have been part of the Aurelia Saxophone Quartet. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. What what was the Aurelia Saxophone Quartet, other than Thomas already mentioned? It started with 4 young guys with very different backgrounds, tied by an incredible love for music. We, Johan van der Linden, André Arends, Willem van Merwijk and myself, grew up musically together, discovered playing together, rehearsing for big moments, making CDs, touring the US, Japan many times, developing something like a business model that was balanced with our idealism, believing in our group unconditionally. Nowadays there is a word for that: bromance. In the Netherlands, our predecessors of the Netherlands Dutch Saxophone Quartet paved the way for saxophone quartets in the 70s of the 20th century, being part of a generation that brought a whole new culture of ensembles, focusing on breaking boundaries by mixing existing and brand new repertoire. And then Aurelia came on the block. It started in the early 80s. Were we brave? Maybe in the way that we were not afraid to go with the new spirit of time, expanding the repertoire in another way by finding valuable compositions to transcribe or arrange. Maybe our Ravel and Debussy were a bit like a metaphor for this is also possible. We had fantastic arrangers in our group, not me. And please don't forget, this started in the pre-computer era. I still remember Johan or André coming with some pages of a new version of an arrangement in the making for our next rehearsal. Handwritten, no artificial intelligence. A couple of years ago in Glasgow, I spoke with a former student of mine, Matthew Smith. He told me that he heard us live once in the 90s, and he said, "You guys did your thing, playing everything from memory, not resembling anything else, authentic." And he even didn't remember what we played. And maybe that describes what we were, a band. And a band is kind of a bastion, only a few people being able to enter, like for instance Jacob TV, the composer. But a bastion can also show cracks. In 2000, André felt he had to leave our group, and Niels Bijl followed in his footsteps. The wonderful presence of this big man, his honesty and sensitivity gave our group a boost, and our performance a new elan. And then in 2013, Johan and Willem left and were replaced by Femke Elstra and Juan Manuel Dominguez. It was very beautiful to see and to feel the artistic connection between us. And these last 4 years have been a wonderful final stage, right, Femke? Hold it.
Yes, for me it was a big honor, of course, to play in this monumental group, I would say, which I grew up with, hearing them in concert, listening to all of them, their CDs. And for me, the Aurelia stands for creating something that lasts forever. Like when you would throw a stone in the water, you have these ripples in the water, so it expands. And this younger generation takes over this legacy, consciously or subconsciously. And this form of chamber music keeps evolving and therefore emancipates the saxophone in the music scene. And I think Aurelia played a very big role in that.
Thank you. I have to turn here. I want to thank my Aurelia colleagues eternally for having been Aurelia. André. Sorry, he passed away a couple of years ago. So André posthumously. And I want to thank the team of the Andorra SAXFEST for appreciation shown to us by giving us this beautiful award. Yeah. Thank you.